It was the Church of the Subgenius, and they say eternal salvation or double or triple your money back. Welcome back to Piss Magazine, everybody. I'm Tanner.
Stone Fox Detroit.
Dare Holland trip. Are we recording?
Yes, we are. I
Oh,
decided
cool.
to just jump into it. Old school Piss
We're live,
Magazine.
baby.
Let's do it.
Man, so you were talking about silly bits earlier, and I thought of something that happened earlier this week that it might qualify. I, simply as a challenge to myself, tried to wipe my ass with my non-dominant hand.
Thrilling.
Yeah. Yes, it was thrilling.
It's different
don't-
than jelking, where it feels like it's somebody else. Feels like somebody else is wiping your ass.
It's like
It's
sitting on your
no-
hand to mastermate, which never worked. I don't understand why that's
sorry.
like in the zeitgeist, but whatever.
Yeah, you know what it feels like? Bad pussy.
Ah,
Feels like, wow, this is dry hand-shaped pussy. This is great.
my hand's tingling now. It doesn't feel comfortable at all.
Pins and needles. But no, like I realized you have no clue what the fuck's going on back there
Yeah.
with your non-dominant hand. You have no clue. It's
Yeah.
all muscle memory, which leads me to believe that people that smell like shit because of muscle memory.
That
And just bad wiping technique.
Yes, bad
bad
wiping.
technique.
People don't talk enough about this, but like when wet wipes dropped for adults, people stopped. They smell less like shit now.
Dude wipes.
I've been
Dude,
on
what-
that
yeah.
train.
The-
I don't
the
know why
mint
people are
chill.
like gay. I'm like, nah,
Nah,
feels great, dude.
feels fucking amazing. You know it's
I'm
great.
bad. I love bad for environment shit too.
How
I
many-
don't want a bidet.
How
Go
many
eat an
squares
ass,
are
dude.
you guys?
How many squares?
How many squares on average?
I have no idea because I take 4 and I fucking fold them
go.
into a thick square. I'm using octuple ply every time I fucking wipe my ass. You know why? Because I'm not a faggot.
Dude, or schizophrenic. There's people who just like wrap it up in a big ball. I've heard of this, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, are you okay?
No, yeah, no.
Just-
My dad would like beat you. Like if he's like 4 squares, like the OCD in him. That's all you need, max. Is 4 squares.
It's horse shit.
Yeah.
Does he piss out of or shit out of a thimble? Like
I don't. Well, no, because he was
Fuck.
buying the thick toilet paper. But look, I don't know. You get the wet wipe, you use 1 or 2, and then you dry off. That's all you need.
Yeah.
You save money on toilet paper.
no, here, man. Let me tell you how I'm shitting. Let me tell you how I'm. How I'm
Eat.
How I'm shitting.
let me tell
I'm
you.
obese, motherfucker.
I know, no. So you should be taking longer shits than me, but you're
Oh,
not.
God, it's all
You've
diarrhea.
gone express. Well, no, see, I do my fair share of diarrhea.
We've all been there.
We all-
Come on, we're weathered.
Been there, live there, have a condo, a timeshare.
I got the T-shirt.
I have a condo. with diarrhea.
shits are like.
Yeah, no, it's like when I do have a good shit, man, I'm not like that was a good shit. I'm like that one didn't hurt.
So then, if you're Seth, if you're a burlier guy, it's acceptable to go under
No,
to underwipe
Wait.
for reach. If
For-
you're
yeah,
if
for
you're
a
a
fat
bro-
guy,
if you're a
you gotta
broader
go.
guy,
you guys,
that's,
is that the
that's
the
what I'm.
math?
That's what I'm
man.
I had no
inquiring.
idea.
Going behind, like, I mean, unless you're in a tight area, you have to
Yeah.
go behind. But big guys, you gotta get under there, man. You gotta make sure it's not on your cheeks still.
Yeah,
I
of
feel like
course.
that would be
It sucks.
like a big adjustment period for me. That'd be like switching to my non-dominant hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
No, once you learn, it's good.
Well, I feel like I'd be wiping shit onto the back of my balls 24/7.
Like, I have to hold my balls sometimes because
Yeah.
of like the water levels in some toilets. So it's like, damn, you gotta fucking shit flush immediately because you don't want your balls just in the stew of shit that's in that toilet.
You're shitting like you're in jail, dude. You flush instantly.
Yeah.
And it doesn't stink up everywhere.
That's where I learned. What was it? Put some water on it.
That's what they say. Yeah,
Yeah, they
that's right. People get pissed about that, man.
Oh yeah, you
don't
can
blame
start
you.
a brawl in a Virginia jail.
Do you mind if I check-
Riot.
Do you mind if I check audio real quick?
Sure.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but we have some slight changes to the fucking lighting in the situation.
Yeah, we're all SRing at the moment, so we're glowing.
It's the Christian hour now.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. That SR shit. I can't be a semen retention guy.
Yeah, I heard today that this guy was getting checked for prostate cancer, and
Yeah.
because of that, it fucks with your prostate apparently. And they misdiagnosed the guy at the same time too, and told him he had an STI. And then they definitely broke HIPAA rules and called his wife and were like, "Yo, you need to get checked too." And then she left the dude, and like, yeah,
Mike
maybe it's
check?
not my story to
Mic
tell. but
check. Yeah, buckle my shoe. That's horrifying. I wish I didn't know that information.
That's why second opinions are important.
Yeah, no, I really think so because I don't know. Sometimes doctors fuck up.
Yeah.
Like you know what did Norm Macdonald say? The second leading cause of death behind heart disease is complications, which is a doctor making a mistake.
Whoops.
Oh, our background might have disappeared there for a second.
Those are some big flubs, though. You know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. No, but it's always like they left a sponge inside your kidney or something
Dear
horrible.
I had a friend. Their mom had surgery and they didn't disinfect the tools.
Oh my
before
god.
surgery. I'm like, that's like a basic thing.
That's the
right?
first
you pay
thing you
some
do.
fucking nurse to do that.
Yeah,
right?
you think that would be all you do is I sterilize the tools
Yeah.
and file forms.
Dunk
like-
your arms in iodine. You know.
But apparently, like hospitals never lose like lawsuits, like ever.
The
So
money.
they'll just
They got
settle for
money.
you, but they're not gonna like give you top dollar.
Oh damn!
I think
Oh,
she got like $40K out of it.
that's horseshit. And
Yeah,
it's
I know.
like, we know it's going to cost you $100K to win. So fuck you.
Yeah, literally.
If you
Like,
win-
you'd have to hire some big firm to do something.
If you win a settlement like that, do you still have to pay like taxes on that?
No. You
Oh,
don't, I don't.
dude,
I don't.
fuck.
You don't pay taxes on court settlements.
Ah, no wonder people make that a living.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
yes.
doing lawsuits, you know,
Yeah, it
the
rules.
First Amendment auditors and everything.
First
you know?
Amendment auditors. I love
What a
those.
grift.
I think I've talked about Pastor Bob before. You've probably seen Pastor Bob at your college. He's the guy that shows up with two cameras on, one camera on each hand, and he
Yeah.
calls women sluts,
Oh yeah, yeah.
trying to provoke a fist fight.
yeah.
And it's
Rules.
he's old enough to where that's had to have worked at least 10 times for him to have made a living.
How many
out of
times
it.
you got to do that a year, right? 5?
I mean, think about it, dude. Like an assault, you settle, you're probably making what 18 grand tops. I don't think you're clearing 20 from an out of court assault charge.
That's got to be
No,
the
but
limit.
what the goal would
Yeah.
be, that's why those auditors always do cops, right? That's what they're called, right? They
Yeah.
call themselves auditors? Right?
yeah, First Amendment auditors.
And what a way to hit them too, because they got to pay it out of their own pocket, basically. You know?
Oh,
Some of the time they are right, though. Like, cops had no right to fucking...
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh, shit.
Just well, and two, sometimes it's one of those things where it's like, just because you have the right doesn't mean you should do it or go as far. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Test the waters and the boundaries.
there's some security guards are weird because they just like abuse.
pretend.
They pretend like they have power.
LARPing,
Yeah, LARP cops, they're great.
LARP police.
It's what's funny to me is like with skateboarder videos in particular. I like skateboarding clips, and anytime a security guard comes out, they're always like, "I'm gonna take this board," and I'm like, "That's theft, my
Theft,
guy.
yeah.
You can't."
You're going to get fired and sued.
I know you think it's a kid's toy, but it's like I don't know, man. I think anyone who's if you run a security company, you shouldn't hire someone who's unemployed and 40.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
But
they're gonna
there's
be
this-
angry. They're gonna be a
there's this-
problem.
There's this story of that guy who was an attendee of a church,
Mm-hmm.
and the kids had already gotten permission from the pastor to like do like some Christian skateboarding like outside of the church,
Yeah.
and the guy just pulled up and told them to leave, and they're like, no, and then he just
Yeah.
pulls a gun out.
Whoa.
Teenagers.
Yeah, that guy had to face some jail time for that. I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't just pull it for no, unauthorized reason. You know.
Can't brandish a firearm at some teenagers.
I'm a warrior for Christ. That's such a dangerous fucking thought to fall into. Like,
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I'm not breaking new ground there, but I'm like, I feel like some people in our audience are like, man, I just want to be a part of something. You know what I mean?
Something larger than myself.
Right. And like, I get that.
Yeah,
But like,
yeah.
the Christian nationalists are like, I mean, they're cool if that's what you want to do, but I'm like, at a certain point, you have to realize that like pointing a gun at children
Jesus.
because you
yeah.
like a book is fucking
It
stupid.
is so stupid.
It's like,
Let me see if I can find the video. We can
yeah,
react
please,
to
I'll pull it up. I'm a big fan of blocking everyone that posts fight clips on fucking Twitter.
Yeah.
That shit is such a day ruiner.
In real life fights kind of
Yeah.
thing, like brawls at McDonald's and stuff like that, when it gets like with the employees where it gets way too physical. You know, I mean, the video of the woman getting the chair thrown at her at Waffle House.
Yeah.
I thought that was not fair.
You know what was kind of fun for that? That one broke the mold for me
Yeah.
because it actually made me laugh because she was like, "Bring it on!" And
Yeah.
then
Oh,
just,
she
like,
caught it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
You know, and she had like elbows up. She was catching multiple things. She was blocking. The way the video plays in my head is like a fucking Bruce Lee.
She
clip.
took a couple martial arts classes or self-defense courses at some point. You know.
She raised three of her brothers.
Yeah.
Video itself So the video itself's like 5 minutes. So I didn't feel like
Yeah.
to react to 5 minutes of it, but I sent you the 2 screenshots.
Did you text them to me?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll throw those up on the screen real quick. Boop.
So this is just screenshots from YouTube. And
Then apparently it's only a pixel wide.
oh,
No, it's not letting me do it, man. I'm sorry.
that's okay.
It's botched.
Anyway, but I'm gonna let you guys just look at the guy. Does he look like?
Yeah, show us. Oh, look at that shirt.
He
Come
does
on.
not. Okay, so he looks like he's dad in one of those like light blue plaid shirts and like jeans. He does not look like
They look like bell bottoms.
a guy. He's also not holding that gun very confidently. I wish I
Look
really
at
wish
that.
this
Yeah,
photo was.
he's definitely not an NRA club member. He doesn't hold a card at all.
Hey, you.
Hey, buddy, I need you to get out of here.
And meanwhile, the pastor's like, I need every single one of you to be armed for Christ. And he's like, oh, okay.
They're coming. They're coming to take your children. I just got grift. I just got to go full on into like that territory because like all those guys make so much fucking money on Rumble. It's disgusting.
Oh, is that where
then
they
you're
go?
gonna get called out like Russell Brand.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, you rise through the ranks like that. Someone will be like, you know what?
That guy fingered me in a porta potty at the county fair. I was 16. Girl, chill out. You asked us to go.
Dude, Russell, that's what was interesting is because like I've always wondered about the England thing because their age of consent is so low over there. It's like 16, and I'm like, it's still got to be weird when people fuck 16-year-olds though. Like,
Yeah.
it's not normal, and this just totally confirmed it for me that it's absolutely not normal. 'Cause
Yeah,
I was
not
looking at the
okay.
English a little sideways, like y'all are just
Before the podcast,
Cool.
we were talking about my decision making at 18. It's like it was terrible.
yeah.
There's something too about not being able to, be around women your own age.
Yes.
Or at least
Yeah.
in the wheelhouse of
Yeah.
the decade that you're living in.
Yeah,
I went
that
the
would-
opposite directions for a few years. I was like, only older women, like
Yeah.
40s,
Yeah.
50s.
We're alike on that. I'm
Yeah.
on the cougar train too a little
Yeah.
bit.
But like, I don't know. Like, what was it? Japan finally just raised it to 16. It was like 13, right? For like way
Certain
too
things,
long.
yeah.
They're modernizing finally. It's no longer feudal over there.
It's like, but they're like, somebody was explaining it to me. They're like, yeah, but it was only for 13-year-olds and 13-year-olds. I was like, but then
It's
there
not
was
true.
like that stuff
That's
that was
not
like
true.
rich people were bending the law so they could fuck 13-year-olds, and you're like,
It was
that makes sense.
I've seen many videos talking about how fucked up this is. There's
Here we
so
go.
like it wasn't just 13-year-olds and 13-year-olds. It was like anything goes, but you can't have penetrative sex.
Oh whoa.
Oh, that's even worse.
That's
Yeah.
too
Yeah,
open ended,
that's
dude.
too disgusting.
Yeah, so I mean like it's as horrible as
Oh,
it
God.
just being 13. It's as bad. I think what would be really funny is to find the one country that has it higher than 18. There's got to be one. Cuz that's got to be a weird
It's
place.
gotta be some
I don't
place in
know.
Africa that's like weird.
Yeah,
That's
like 25.
yeah, 25. Hey, buddy.
It's weird that humanity all decided that like getting married super young and having kids young was the only way to do it. I mean, I guess we've only been living to 70 for like fucking a few hundred years, maybe.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
because what was it? Bible times, right?
Yeah, Bible
It
times.
was
is
like 35 was the
Tops,
max age.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the time you were 20, you've been through 3 wars. You have 7 children.
That's why people thought Moses was 9 or like Methuselah was 900. It's because 5 generations had died in his 70 years. Like, if you were the one person to live to 70, like you could just
Back
make
then?
shit up. Yeah. You
Oh,
could,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You could be like, oh yeah, no, there's a crow god and his name is Stevie and he likes little drinks.
That's how they kept the women in line for so long. They
Yeah.
question what they're doing and they're like, no, God, I have a relationship with God, okay?
It's
A special one.
women are still
Rules.
falling for that. Women are still. God told me to open this marriage.
We look like gods
Sister
right now
wives.
on the screen. Look at that. Look at these people worshiping us. dude.
Yes. Hello. Climb to the top of the ziggurat.
I want you to climb to the top of this mountain, pull your dick out, and masturbate to me. Do it.
Before we sacrifice
Before
you.
we sacrifice you.
Is there an activity
Hold up your heart.
you want people to do to honor you? Like, people, I think they go and pour booze on Jim Morrison's grave. Like they put a bottle of wine there or something.
I want you to put.
Yeah. Put some bottles on my crypt.
You have to go get chicken tenders from Wendy's and put them in a Subway sandwich.
The spicy
Make
ones.
yourself feel alive for a day and regret the next 24 hours of diarrhea you're about to ensue.
On a similar note, go to McDonald's, get a McDouble. Go to Chick-fil-A, get a chicken sandwich. Make a McGangbang.
Ooh,
Expensive
that's a
one.
premium
Yeah,
gangbang.
yeah.
McGangbang.
Yes. There's yeah, I don't know. I feel like there might be. No, I think everyone that watches the show is old enough to know what a McGangbang is.
Of course.
Yeah. I looked at
Is it the McTen35
yeah, that's where you take a McDouble and you put a McMuffin inside of it.
with a? Oh no, what's the one that's also that you get
It's a land, sea, and air burger.
Yeah, that one.
Yes.
That's what you're thinking of. Yeah.
They're like surf turf version, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. It's chicken, burger, and fish. I'm like, that doesn't sound. The mouthfeel is nauseating. I came into the show a little nauseous, and now we're talking about fish.
How
I'm
can
all
they
the
do
way
the
there.
fish fillet wrong like that? That's something you only enjoy individually. Okay, that comes in the blue box. That's the premium cardboard box with the steam. It's the only product that has the steamed bun. Too.
Really?
Yes. Yes. I mean, you might be able to ask for that specifically.
Do you think there's like a
but-
YouTube video of someone in the South, not saying what type of person, but in the South, in the South, who's harassing like a McDonald's employee for the steamed bun on their McChicken?
Oh, there's got to be.
You're talking about the neocons.
Dude, there's two things neocons want. They love war hawking, and they love harassing McDonald's employees.
For the steamed bun, dude. He's into it.
I knew I was getting too stressed out this week when I got cold McDonald's fries and I threw them at the building.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck this. Like, I went in and, like, asked for new shit,
Yeah.
and they were like, yeah, we'll give you new stuff.
That's no way to enjoy them cold.
Yeah, no,
No,
and then
they're done.
they gave me new food.
Dude, fuck
But
yeah.
they prepared all of the chicken first, so the fries were just cold again, and I was like,
oh my god.
son of a bitch.
Did you see that video of the Arby's employee lady?
No.
So the guy was arguing that he didn't get curly fries or something. Something happened with the fries.
Okay.
Okay, so there's an argument. He's throwing fries at the window. And then she decides, I'm just going to pull out a gun
Whoa.
and just start
Holy
shooting at him. The employee did it, though.
Oh,
Dude, when did the fries become the most controversial point of the meal?
I don't know.
What happened in our society?
no, people will live and die by their French fries, man.
Jesus
it's kind of
Christ,
crazy,
man.
dude. Today's Thursday. We're recording on a Thursday. We release on Thursdays. I missed the 6 a.m. release time this morning.
Oh yeah.
Damn
That
it.
was today. Keep forgetting about that.
Jack in the Box employee shoots at customer.
I
After
I forget we have a show sometimes.
I
I forget we do
That's
this
the whole point of these conversations.
for a
This
living.
is what me and Tanner do if we're just chilling.
yeah.
Did you see that shit on Twitter? Holy fuck, dude.
I was praying all week for a good Twitter space because it had been months. Like
Yeah.
anytime I've walked into one recently, I go in and it's like people that are so in groupie with themselves that like someone outside of it is like makes them uncomfortable. And so like 35-year-old women are like moaning, like doing that like you're an 8th grade Mexican trying to be funny.
Hell yeah, dude.
And it's like fucking the most annoying shit ever. And I was like, I just want to have a fun conversation. I want to laugh.
Yeah, dude, that shit can divulge into like Xbox Live chat.
No,
Yeah.
it's
You
what
know.
it felt like. And because and then it's like I don't want to get angry, but like I don't usually. I just try to like fucking leave, but it's like it's mostly upsetting that like you're just
Yeah.
not
You're trying to have a good time.
just trying to have a good time, and
Yeah.
like people have this weird fucking thing now. I don't know. I had a good time last night, and that's why I was like shocked. I was like shocked beyond shocked.
Yeah, how'd
was,
that
like,
go?
It's fine. I just like I went somewhere where I was not. I was expecting like a super cold reception.
Mm.
Got a fairly warm reception, and
Got
that was
horny.
nice. Got
Right?
horny- got
Yeah.
horny.
I got excited. I got stimulated.
Owen Benjamin's Twitter space scares me. I've always wanted to click in and go in there, but I'm like, that's got to be a wild.
That's one
place.
boundary you won't step into. Yeah.
He just has he's had some weird posts lately.
What's he on about now? Because like it seems like he kind of ran his course with all the Jew stuff
And the flat Earth
yeah,
and-
the moon landing. Like he came out and was like, "Yeah, I was just having fun, guys," and I'm like, "You
Yeah.
seemed pretty convincing."
I saw
Yeah,
him go.
dude.
He was going off on the on Disney. He was looking
Yeah.
at the Disney logo with the thing shooting over the castle. Did
Yeah.
you see that?
Yeah,
He's
he
trying to break
for
it down, and the one thing he didn't say was it's a shooting star. He's like, this means there's a dome, there's a firmament. I'm like, that's a shooting star.
Yeah.
He lives around the northern lights. Like,
It's-
are you familiar with this?
It makes me wonder, like, is that masterclass trolling, or did he go down a deep rabbit hole? Because he treats those fans very genuinely.
yeah,
Like,
I
he's-
think so. I
so-
think that's legit.
I think it's legit too, but it's like, do you think he's pulling out of the symbol psychosis?
Maybe.
Is it Seth? Or have you been keeping up with him? Does he still do stuff like the wizards and the small hats? They don't want you to notice.
The last time I was really paying attention to his Twitter was a few weeks ago when he's like making fun of Zerka. I don't know if you know who that guy is.
No, I don't know Zerka.
Zerka, I don't know. He says he's Christian and then hangs out with OnlyFans girls. He's been on like the No Jumper podcast. He's like from the Destiny sphere of like Twitch.
Okay.
So that side. And he's like just doing cocaine all the time, partying, but then going like praise Jesus at the end. And so Owen Benjamin and him got in a fight because he's just like, you're a fucking loser. I'm a real comedian.
Yeah.
And that was like the argument. So I was just like reading. They were like sending paragraphs to each other.
Yeah.
Owen Benjamin's unique because he's been completely blacklisted out of comedy.
He's still
Yeah.
doing the stand-up thing.
Like I know, and that's what's
Yeah.
funny is like you look at Sam Hyde and he's doing well, but he's so blackballed that he can't do mainstream stand up.
he just returned, basically.
Well, yeah, he did a show in Woonsocket, but
Yeah.
like that's like he's not going to be on like Live at the Gotham or
No.
whatever the fuck exists
No, that's
now.
that's not his like style.
No, but I
you
think
know?
he would. I think he would do it
Yeah.
if he, because he's funny enough, man. But like,
Yeah.
it's a different skill set. So like, it's really hard to be like, okay, imagine you're like a world famous actor, and you want to become the best piano player in the world.
Mm.
So people come to see you and your first concerts, and you suck.
Yeah, and he's not doing it just to like piss people off now.
Yeah,
You know? It's a whole different ball game for him.
dude, it's it's the opposite of Steve Martin. You go see Steve Martin's weird hobby, and it's really, really good.
You talking about his banjo playing?
Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
He's a band with Steve Martin and who is it?
Martin Short, I think.
Martin Short, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that show. It's gonna be good.
It's my grandparents have been to it,
yeah.
like their live show, and they're like, so it's really fucking amazing.
Hell yeah.
They're like, he can play the shit out of the banjo and hasn't stopped for like 3 hours. And the old man in me is like, I love that.
I want to go see
Yeah.
it, dude.
You can
I wanna
respect
see it right
that.
now. That sounds awesome.
You can respect that, Grift.
I feel like both of you guys were probably bigger into Steve Martin's stand up than I was, because like I didn't see a lot of it. I saw like
So-
Flydini and some of that stuff.
Kind of the charm of it was just how wild it was for the time also.
Yeah.
How his stage presence is wild and cool. That's why like I remember like sending you a list of like the top 10 like comedy albums to own on vinyl. And I remember seeing Steve Martin on there and being like, why? That's like such a visual act. I don't know why that's on here.
I was exposed more to just his filmography.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that's
Jerk is wild.
Oh, yeah.
Jerk
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
so. Did you guys rewatch it when it came on Netflix?
Oh yeah, dude.
No, I saw it on DVD when it came out. It's been that long.
Oh, dude,
It's been a while.
You got to rewatch that shit
Yeah.
because like
I'll dive
it's
back into that.
It's
so funny. It's more. I really think that Steve Martin might be one of the best comedy writers of all time. And what's funny is he's written about his writing process.
yeah.
And he's like, it's the easiest thing ever. You just start thinking and then you write down the words that pop into your head. It's not even hard.
So he's got his own masterclass kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's just an article he did for I've misattributed it before. I think it's The Atlantic, but it could be Playboy.
Oh yeah, where he's like, just write.
Just right.
Just
yes.
start doing it. The words will come. I'm doing it right now.
Yes, I'm
kind of
sitting
thing.
right now. I'm sitting in my backyard.
That's genius, actually.
It's so good.
It's like, get out of your head.
Well, no, and then he had
Start
this,
doing it.
He had this other good piece of advice that he gave. I think it was David Letterman. David Letterman was like, Steve, I'm worried that I'm not going to be funny. He's like, well, Dave, you're funny. So the show's going to be funny because you're doing it.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I kind of put that in my back pocket and try not to worry too much about cracking a joke every 10 seconds on here because I know that makes people shut
Giving
shit
yourself
off.
a break, but at the same time, positive reinforcement.
Yeah, man, there needs to be more of that.
Yeah.
Like, what if the stick could be the carrot? What if you're just getting beaten with a carrot? Oh man, do you guys? I don't know. I feel like we need some bangers. Like today, I was watching Tom Myers of Bong Hit Transplant fame,
Oh Jesus.
sitting with Tim Dillon on a radio show,
Shout out.
I saw you repost that. I didn't watch the clip yet. That
Yeah.
was awesome.
and they're sitting there. And Tom Myers has been doing comedy for like 20, 25 years. So if you've been doing anything that long, you don't need advice.
Yeah.
It's insulting.
Yes.
And so they bring on this professional comedian, and not that he's great or anything, but he's still working after 25 years, I guess. And he's they're like, yeah, you know what would have been funnier if it was like Mexicans, if it was all Mexican food. Or can we play the clip?
Yeah, please. I was gonna suggest it.
Fired
but-
up.
Yeah, let's do it. I didn't realize that this is Luis J. Gomez's podcast. I don't.
They all look the same.
We should say right now we have some members of Kill Podcasters going out and crashing Skanks Fest right now and like handing out QR codes and shit.
Shout
and
out.
just-
Fuck yeah, shout out to those
Advertising
big
the
penis
shows.
winners, you know what
I don't know. I hope they. I know the whole fucking Fish Tank and $1 Million Extreme crew is out there for Skanks right now.
Cool.
Yeah, Sunday they're premiering World Peace.
World Peace 2 comes
Yep.
out Sunday.
Yep.
Oh fuck. Dude,
Well,
that's-
they're showing I think the first episode or something, or whatever they're showing. You know,
dude.
I'm
Where's
jealous that Izzy's gonna be there. You know, he's rubbing shoulders with greatness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rubbing penis tips together.
That's more like it.
I think it's great to do shit like that. Like I don't know, like we've talked about Spike Jonze a little bit in the last couple episodes, but his thing where he's just like handing out his fucking demo, like the number of times that handing your fucking record to someone has worked.
Your little mixtape.
Yeah, your little mixtape, like Big Sean. I don't think anyone is less talented than Big Sean, and he just handed Kanye West a mixtape, and he got to be default rich for 20 years.
That and it got to Eminem too, right? Because he's signed to Shady Records.
What are you talking about?
Big Sean, right?
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
Detroit
Oh,
rapper.
yeah.
yeah.
I forgot about that.
Dude, I'm gonna have to pull out my Big Sean shirt and wear it on the show now.
Yeah.
Dude,
Now that
Was-
he's been introduced as a
is he
character in
the
the universe.
ass guy, or is that Tiger?
Yeah, that's
That's
ass.
Big Sean.
Yeah.
ass.
But it sounds like a Tyga song, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does. Like just from the premise, like
got that
Molly
feel.
or
Yeah, because Rack City, bitch. Rack City, bitch. That's Tiger.
I kind of, you know what's funny? I kind of thought, is it Louise J. Gomez or Louis?
Lewis.
Fuck. Louis J. Gomez.
Okay, sorry, my bad. I've been calling him Louise because he's Latin. But so
Louis.
yeah, Louis Gomez over here. Louis Gomer. He's a lot thicker than I thought he would be. I thought he was like a skinny, thoughtful Mexican.
He
but
trains a little bit.
He trains
Wears
a
lot
little
of
bit.
black. You
That,
know?
well, that
So
too.
he-
That too. But I've seen him do some punching with some gloves, so he's a little athletic, I believe.
I like motherfuckers that they wear all black, but none of the blacks match.
That's the correct way to
That's
do
the correct way to do it. You don't want to be
Murdered
too
out.
matchy. Murdered out. Yeah, murdered out. So this, can we just watch this
Yeah,
disrespect?
let's get to it.
It's so funny.
So what is the set up the joke? Bong hit transplant.
Well, it's been a while since I've done the bit, so it's going to sound really horrible. I know something horrible coming out of me. Imagine that, right?
No way.
No way.
Weird aside. you can
So
tell
the
he's not
joke
great.
is I'm in a convenience store waiting in line. Someone puts
Pretend you're at a club right now. We're an audience. You got a microphone in front of you. Don't just say the joke is. You don't literally
knows
We
say
the
look
joke.
the joke.
like
This is a
people
bad
that
thing
go
to
to a
do.
comedy.
Yeah, we are Sean Boland's fucking.
We're sitting
A
there,
class.
second row, if there are rows.
Zach literally looks like the person who was in the second row in that Sean Boland show.
So
So
focus on
he
him.
is helping me.
Focus on him and deliver it.
So it's I go into a convenience store and the guy puts on the counter, I think, a dozen donuts, 1 gallon jug of the cheapo brand fruit punch, a nasty
You should
old
say the
rotten
brand.
brown
I feel like you can.
banana.
Let him do it.
But if you get more specific, it'd be funny. If you said Fago, it would be a funny way to tell the joke. But anyway, go.
Funny way to talk.
No, if they're not paying me to say it, I'm not saying it.
I'll give you all the money in Shannon's.
$2.
God.
$2. Deal.
So-
go ahead, go say it.
Like talking to Schulte.
Yeah, it's really weird, man. Because he's in the room, and it's like he only is aware in passing that they're making fun of him,
Yeah.
which is very, very strange to me. like he almost doesn't think it's weird that his fellow comedians are talking to him like this. Like I honestly don't even know why he showed up.
Oh yeah.
He's
No,
been
it's
on the
set
show
up.
a couple times.
Yeah, it's
pretty
it's
sure.
it just seems like they have nothing but contempt for the dude, which is like
Well, he's so like, no, I don't want to say pandering, but like kind of cheap that he's like, well, this is advertisement, it's publicity.
yeah,
you know,
no, definitely. I'm
which
sure
I
that's a
get.
lot of what it is, because like, which is weird to me because like, I don't know who Gas Digital is for. That's nothing against Lewis and his shit, but I like literally no one comes up to me and is like, "Hey man, do you listen to like the blah 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 hour on fucking
Yeah.
something something?" And I'm like, "No." Like I didn't know what Gas Digital was or that Lewis was doing so fucking well
Yeah.
until fucking Izzy brought it up.
Yeah, dude, and I
Everyone's
only
like-
had visited back in the day because of Tim Dillon Goes to Hell and everything, you know. So that was the only,
Is that where
reason
Tim
I
Dillon
would-
comes out of?
Yep, yep.
Okay.
He was on there.
I
It's
like.
that Ari Shafir area too, right? Like before he was on the Rogan area.
There's a little bit of cross pollination because I
Yeah.
know that Louis Gomez works with Annie Letterman sometimes, and I like her shit. She's with Tiger Belly or whatever the fuck.
There's
they
some
do.
East-West crossovers.
Yeah, because Tom's a New York guy, but I think Louis he's an LA dude.
I thought Tom's a Baltimore guy.
Oh yeah, he's a
Yeah.
Baltimore
Yeah, he's
guy.
Baltimore.
Feast.
So do you think he's out here on tour? He's doing an open mic tour?
Yeah, dude.
He might do that.
My favorite joke.
Oh,
I can't believe our lights died.
didn't notice.
Yeah,
Got
We
the
still
new
got- we got the main-
OnlyFans
we
light
got the
out
new
here.
ring light. You just have to adjust our green screen. But here, I want to get back to this because this is never how you should talk to someone you care about. And after watching this video, I owe Schultek a big apology
I also
for talking to him like Tim
Yeah.
Dillon did on Tom Myers.
So
Yeah.
okay, like this also reminds me of like because Conan's friends with like Trey Parker. Have you ever seen that clip of like Trey Parker on Conan, where Conan's like, "Do Cartman."
Yeah.
And
Oh no.
Trey Parker's like, "No," he's like, "Stop," and then he just goes, and it's like a fucking weird moment.
If you're gonna force me to do it,
It's so funny because you always wonder how much when there's really good chemistry on a talk show, like how well do they know each other, and it's usually zero. They know each other zero, but there's weird ones like that where it's like Conan and Trey Parker love each other, but Conan and Norm never hung out outside of the show.
That's
Oh,
weird.
we-
That's
very
so
weird.
weird to me, man.
Yeah, and they had like the best chemistry on any talk show.
It's like we're gonna come back to Tom Myers, but like, can we talk about how weird it is that Letterman didn't hang out with Norm, Conan didn't hang out with Norm? It's sort of like Norm didn't do anything except comedy. That's what it feels like.
yeah, also,
comedy and
but
gambling.
like Conan, like how he started his podcast was Conan Needs a Friend.
Yeah,
Yep.
Because like he just doesn't do anything.
he doesn't
like a
seem to.
weirdo.
Norm
Like, Bill-
doesn't seem to have like let people into his life too.
Bill Hader was making fun of him on his own podcast because Conan's like, yeah, we don't allow television on the weekdays. So Bill Hader's like, fucking Nazi, dude.
I think that's interesting. I wonder how kids with like random rules like that turn out.
Yeah, it's gotta be
'Cause-
weird.
I mean, it's
I
probably
just got beat as a kid.
Whipped into shape.
Yeah, dude.
yeah. My mom tried to limit my television intake, and then she was like, "What the fuck is he gonna do?" Like it's like you can go play.
Sticking knives in an outlet.
So I would go outside and I would shoot hoops by myself because there was one other kid who lived on my street and he had divorced parents. So I had to go shoot hoops by myself for like 90 minutes.
You got nobody to play tag with, hide and seek. You know.
Yeah, and then I'd go inside and be like, "Hey, can I watch fucking TV?"
Drake and Josh is on.
Dude, Drake and Josh is the shit. I was watching a little bit of How I Met Your Father this morning.
I walked in on that.
Yeah, and there's fucking Josh Peck. Josh Peck's
Whoa.
fat head. Yeah, he has a character arc in that show, and I don't know if he's been working the last decade, but
He's in Oppenheimer.
he's
Oh, yeah.
kind of seems like there's two guys that look like him in Oppenheimer. It's weird.
No, he is just in Oppenheimer.
Yes, but there's that other Russian guy who kind of just looks like him.
Benny.
Yeah.
Benny Safdie, yeah.
But fucking his acting is like so bad. It's like you can tell they picked him to like grab that millennial audience a little bit,
Yeah.
that millennial cusp audience, and they got like a fistful of bad actor, just like fucking
Yeah, I never saw. He's in the Red remake, right?
Red, the old person spy movie.
Oh, you're talking about the Red Dawn.
Yeah, Red Dawn.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's in the remake of Red Dawn. I never saw it because it looks.
Yeah, it looks awful. It was gonna ruin the old one for me. I just knew
They're
it.
not
you know.
Koreans in the new one, right?
Ooh, who would they pick?
I think they are.
They still. Oh, they kept it.
I think
Well,
they're
Koreans are
Well,
like-
it was what 2012, so that we could still hate the Koreans, right?
Well, yeah, it's like we don't have any bad blood with them right now. Like we're pretty tight with the Koreans, half of them, geographically half of them. I don't know how many. I wonder what the population difference is between North and South Korea. It's probably massive. Like there's probably 12 people.
Well,
in
you know
South
that
Korea.
North isn't giving accurate numbers too.
Yeah,
Oh
true.
no, why
They don't
would
have
they?
no census like ours.
What was the Seth Rogen movie with North Korea?
The interview.
Yep.
I haven't watched it in a while.
There-
Maybe it'll let us know.
do we want to watch Tom Myers get fucking?
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
bad.
yeah.
Butt fucked by his
Dude,
best
you can
friend?
just like see Tim Dillon like looking
Dude,
like
he looks
upset.
like uncomfortable. Like it's not fun.
And
Someone's
and
phone.
nasty old rotten brown stinking banana, and the guy says to the clerk, my girlfriend just had an operation. She can only eat certain things. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, right. What did she have? A bong hit transplant. It was a joke I wrote a long time ago. It was stupid. It got laughs, and I eventually, like most jokes, I
It's a
got
lame
tired
joke.
of
I
telling
can
it,
see
and
how it
then
Did it make
I
its
You got
way
a
onto
couple
one of the
giggles,
albums?
and people were like, "That's weird."
I don't know. I
Is
don't.
it on
I
Make
don't
America
think so.
Innate again or Words of Mass
It may
Destruction?
be on
What was-
pitchforks, but I don't.
Gotcha.
I don't.
I like how it calls it
See,
pitchfork.
that's the thing is Tom Myers is only socially relevant. I was only googling him because someone was like, "LOL, this is like bong hit transplant," and I was like, "I want to go watch that clip again." And Cumtown like just roasted Tom Myers, Cumtown podcast, and fucking kind of made him famous for his bad joke. And so it's really funny to watch him be like, "I don't even remember what that shit is, man.
Yeah.
I don't even."
That's still a
Yeah, I was
huge
gonna
part
say,
of that audience.
You know that people like just went to his shows just because he was on Cumtown,
100%.
and they probably yelled out Mullen and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bong hit transplant.
Yeah.
That's
Do the bit.
But see, that's what I want. I want completely unmemorable stand up. That's what I want to do. No,
I want you to forget.
I'm going up next week. I've determined to do that.
It's happening,
It's happening.
dude. That's what's up.
I know.
yeah.
Fucking Izzy's going up tonight.
That's exciting.
Ooh.
Yeah, he got the open mic he was going to a couple days ago was just closed.
It just closed down, or like,
No, just like that bar for whatever reason that day was closed.
The guy didn't show up.
yeah.
That's what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah. The guy was just like didn't come.
So stupid.
Yeah, he was. I'm sure he was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
That's. I mean, honestly, because like it takes some serious psyching to like go do it. Like to even like write it. Like I wrote like I don't know some material yesterday, and it was still it still took like 10 minutes to be like, all right, joke time, baby, time for the jokes.
Yeah.
And everyone's suggestion is never do that high open mics.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
somebody, because it's like that, you're just too aware of everything.
that could be. Yeah, it'd be nice to just kind of like glide into the material.
Yeah.
Like
you don't want to drop acid and run up there.
there's
It's a reference.
I drop
there.
last
Yeah.
and I go up on the open mic. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. What is the point of any of this? Somebody please help me.
I feel like I need to do something, jogging or I'm just
I gotta
scared.
lose weight. Help me.
Stop looking at me like that.
Dude, no, the worst.
I am the modern day Jesus Christ.
Dude, I was taking this LSD and I just realized like I'm kind of like Diogenes. I feel like that's a common male one. Is like I don't know. I look up to Diogenes because I wish I had the lack of care of what other people think to live in a barrel and shit in the street.
Yeah, didn't he just own a plate?
Yeah, and then when someone pointed out to him that he owned a plate, he got rid of that.
They noticed.
Yeah, they were like, "Hey man, you own that plate." And he was like, "Fuck it, threw it." That's the story, which is so cool. Like, do you know how normal everyone must have been if one guy being a dickhead was enough to be remembered through history? That was the first douchebag who made us think. He was the first douchebag who was right.
He made barrels famous.
He made barrels very famous, very fashionable. Tax collectors owe him a huge debt, ironically.
Amen.
If I don't get some form of fucking recognition for tax collectors owe him a debt,
I'll kill somebody.
I'm gonna go to a building.
I'm gonna fucking
I'm gonna go to a brick building with a sign on it.
fucking.
You'll be one of the ones that go off in Niagara Falls in the barrel.
That would. So, isn't it weird that like
Does that happen anymore?
not in a long time,
A very long time.
but there was so many failed attempts that I'm shocked that they let people keep trying it because like the first guy did it and it worked, I think.
Probably.
And so they were like, okay, cool, we'll do it. We'll keep letting people do this stunt. And like, there's been like 53 unsuccessful attempts to get over.
They're not
Niagara.
doing it for like Guinness either.
No,
No.
You know.
it's just like it's like climbing Mount Everest. You know,
Well, not now.
not now. No,
Yeah. Well, climbing Mount Everest, like, have you seen that photo?
or it's
There's
busy.
a line to get to the top. You have to just sit there waiting for your turn. I'm like, oh, that's depressing.
Dude, I hate that fucking the labor rich vacations, like the submersible, the tight submersible, where it's like you spent
Frightening.
exorbitant sums of money on fucking doing nothing comfortable or entertaining. That's bizarre to me, man.
Yeah, you know that 19-year-old didn't even want to go.
Really?
I heard he did have reservations about not wanting
Yeah.
to go, which means that he was like, "Do I have to?" And his dad was like, "No, this will be a great bonding experience." Jesus Christ! You know, there was a moment when the red lights were flashing as they were diving, and his son looked at him and was like, "Told you,
You gotta.
fuck."
There comes a day in every man's life where he has to look at his dad and go, "That's an idea that is bad. That's a bad idea."
Follow your instincts.
Yeah,
You know? Listen to the omens.
dude, fucking not following my gut has fucked me up so much.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
listening to my gut has always been a solid move.
At least it hasn't been in anything like as dire as that, though.
As far as I know.
I fucked up. I was like, Daddy, yeah, you should watch this Alex Jones episode of Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
I just started him on the path of QAnon.
Listen, I'm a little retarded.
Yeah.
Listen.
Listen, this is the end of the episode.
Now I want to watch this fucking bonk hit transplant video. We're close though. We're very close.
I thought it was over.
No,
It was
we're
agonizing.
we're 41 minutes. So this will actually close out the episode.
Oh, perfect.
Thanks for fucking watching with us, guys.
Thanks for hanging in there,
Return of
babies.
our ass.
Return of our ass. Do you want to do it? It's your song.
We'll do it at the end.
Okay.
And then you
Now,
guys-
We'll do the. Should I find the instrumental?
yeah, we have to figure out what that part of the song is, though, right?
It starts with that. The
okay.
return of the Mac. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God. I love his fucking little vocalizations.
explain to me the thinking behind the joke, because you see all of this. So it's like, it's all this unhealthy food, and then you're like, you know, this guy basically saying she can only eat certain foods after an operation. Now, I'm all with you on the premise.
Right.
And then you go, what did she have? A bong hit.
It's the punchline. You're right.
Transplant.
You're right. It's not the
The
premise.
punchline is the issue.
Yeah.
That's the only issue with the joke.
Everything else is actually really
The
good.
premise is kind of
I
funny.
love the
Part that's
The
supposed to be
premise is
funny.
not
That's
bad.
the part that's wrong.
The
Everything else is
punchline
He
is
could
where-
have said a
That's the next
a
album,
cheapo
just an
type
album
of
full of premises.
a cheapo type of soda.
well, let's just spitball it here. You go like, oh, this guy puts all this disgusting food. He's got fucking M&Ms and Cheetos and
See, that's where I would go. What does a dirty banana have to
And
do with weed?
anything involving food, Zach is in on it.
Yes, of course.
so this guy puts.
in your fucking fat face. In your face. No one's safe.
But what does a dirty banana have to do with high people?
Because high people just eat anything.
Okay, well that's not true.
You're trying to say I know what's going on. He's being racist.
I'm generalizing.
He's saying brown people. are
But
the
so
ones who do
the
drugs.
bong hit transplant. The only problem with that is that it doesn't make sense. The punch.
Yeah,
bong
once you
hit.
start to break down the punchline, and here's what you don't want people doing
yeah.
is when you tell a punchline, you don't want people to not laugh and think about why they're not laughing.
Right, and that's what I think this punchline does. It makes
Yeah.
people want to leave the club.
Yeah, they go, no, that's not right. This
They
is
go,
an album
something's
taping.
wrong. They go,
Yeah.
something
They're
is
talking
wrong
about it
here,
like he's
and
not
I
in the
should
fucking
leave.
room, dude.
It's
brutal.
It's
Not
an
never come
uncomfortable.
back.
It's an uncomfortable feeling.
It's not the move.
So it wasn't. What could have been a better punchline instead of
what's,
bong hit transplant?
So it's got to be. Let's say it's a transplant.
10 years ago.
right?
Some kind of operation, yeah.
Some kind of op.
Hey, so the only thing you've ever done of notes from 8 years ago, and
We're going to fix it for you because why not?
in case you want to work it back into your
I
act,
know.
the joke that ruined you.
Operation.
What did she get her lungs replaced with the bong? That could have worked.
Okay, well that's
What did she have her lungs replaced with bongs?
That's better than bong hit transplant.
Yeah, I'm spitballing, man.
I would have been like, listen, it's like,
big ginger
what
guy
the
doing?
fuck? You know,
Well, I haven't done the bit in 10 years, so clearly I stopped liking
we
it.
could bring it back.
what kind of operation did this bitch have?
It could have went hard.
Yeah.
You know, like, she fucking get raped. I bet I would have liked it.
That could be on your next special. I give you permission to use
I retired
that
from
one.
comedy. I'm just trying to get a job at
Yeah,
a
what-
Chili's.
what
My
did she get,
girlfriend
a
just had an
cock rape
operation.
transplant?
She could only eat
Fill out
certain
an application.
things.
Fill out an application. I'll interview you.
Raped.
I'll try.
What did she have her her lower intestine replaced with a Mexican, then you'd have to have Mexican food.
That makes it less. Doesn't make sense, but it's funnier.
It's funnier.
It's funnier.
It's funnier.
A couple funny words in there.
You have a lower intestine replaced with a Mexican.
Remember, like Patrice said, how like Buick is a funnier word than Oldsmobile.
Yes.
Mexican's funnier word than bong hit transplant.
Right. Or like
Or any other word.
Is
Yeah.
what did she have? A lower intestine replaced with a mal?
objectively bong hit transplant is a funny series of words.
Yeah.
I'll be a Tom Myers defender on that point.
Then what Tim Dillon's cooking, I guess. Yeah, because like oh hey, guess what? Lower half of you is a black guy now. Haha. Get it? I have a bigger penis now. It's funnier.
I think the joke is that it would just all be Mexican food.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm just saying like why I don't know. I just like it's. I guess.
And, well,
I don't know.
you know, Tom never expected that to be analyzed so hard. It was probably
No.
it was just like a throwaway.
Like I'd
you
like
know?
to actually just hear the album,
Yeah.
just to see where that is in it.
What is it? What is it? It's like Make America what
In
again?
it.
What?
In it. Right?
No. What are you talking about? The album is called Make America something again. I can't remember what it is. It's like Make America. Oh God, we're gonna look it up.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, we would do our research.
On air prep. Tom, make America innate again. That's what it was. I thought you were saying like the
Innate.
British word like in it.
In it.
In it.
In it.
I was like,
when
what?
I shoved a whole lion's cock up my ass.
Oi. and we're back
back
to,
in the
back in Africa.
Anywhere but in that room with Tom.
Jesus
God, bless
Christ.
his heart.
Yeah, and honestly, I promise one of these times we're gonna listen to more than 2 minutes of Tim Dillon stand up. You know, Tim Dillon made me homophobic because it was like when I found Nick Mullen for the first time, and I was like, I see too much of myself in this guy. I can't actually watch him. I don't see a lot of myself in Tim Dillon, but I'm just like, we're the two most similar gay guys,
Yeah.
and I don't like that. I don't like that he also gets to be gay.
The most prominent homosexual comedian made you homophobic.
Yeah, as a gay man.
I'm allowed to have this point of view, okay?
Is there any comedian that's like way funnier on a podcast than their stand-up is?
Pete Holmes? No,
That's how I feel about
Pete Holmes
Tim.
has good stand up.
Tim Dillon, right? You
I
said
like
him.
I like his
Tim's
him the
weird on
podcast better.
podcasts, man.
His own, I think he's a lot better.
An ace on it.
He does that thing where when he goes on another show, he's got a different vibe about him. Kind of just like when he gets on stage, he's got
Like
a totally
Bill
different
Burr
vibe too.
also.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He's
Bill-
always on edge and
Yeah.
on the defensive for some reason.
His podcast is weirdly like it makes me wonder. It's like, so you're doing this at 8 a.m. Is that your walking around energy for your house?
Yeah.
Like it sounds like it is.
Sounds like he got back from like walking the dog around the hole. And then he's just like, the coffee's kicking in.
Yeah.
He played the drums for an hour and a half when he got up.
That man, that'd be cool. You have a soundproof room in your house. You can wake up early, play the drums. That sounds nice. Sorry, I'm just looking at my empty basement and I'm like, soundproof room. We talked
Soundproof.
about it.
We'll do it someday.
Yeah, we could have a whole band set up down here.
We were a lot more skewed toward music when I like moved in here.
Yeah.
And so it was like, oh, it'd be fun to do like shows down here and have like, 20-year-olds vomit into my new furnace.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it'd be great. Puke on my laundry.
That's such a 22-year-old thought.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously, that was
Yeah.
I don't
Bust my water heater.
bust my water. Dude,
They'll definitely pay for it.
they'll pay for it.
Yeah, they'll pay for
His-
it.
his-
Yeah,
my
with
dad's
with
good
a
for
court
it.
order.
Yeah, with the court. Dude, imagine jumping bail because you broke a water heater at a house show. That's someone's life story.
You're dodging process servers for that?
Oh, yeah.
You know what's funny? The only way to truly dodge a process servant is to dress up as a process servant. And then, because you can look up the name of all the process servants in your area. So when they ask you something, you say, hey,
What's your name, sir?
sir, what's your name? Are you Steve McDonald? Be like,
Manila envelope
Yeah.
pops out.
like, I believe we have something for each other.
Pulls out a gun.
Like, hey man, guess what? You didn't see me today. That's crazy. How you went to my house, didn't see anyone there, and then got back in your fucking car. Weird.
Do you think that when that, because you know that happens, do you think they have to report that or something to not just the police, but
I'm sure they report it.
They probably
but-
still count it as the serve.
Yeah.
Pineapple
Oh,
Express.
100%. No, the law will side with you on that. They're like, did you show up as a process servant and ask him his name? They're like, yep. I'm like, cool. He's going to jail. It's one of those things that like you don't need proof for. Like you can there's a few things that you can just make up in the law and fuck someone up with.
Do you think that's like on the list of most dangerous jobs?
What, process servant?
Yeah.
I wonder because you never hear about them dying though. Because most
It
true.
had to have happened though.
yes, but most of what they serve is divorce.
Yeah, divorce.
Divorce stuff.
They're probably
keep-
two
they're-
rich people.
They're keeping the death numbers quiet.
Yeah.
They don't want to deter anybody from
Pineapple
that job.
Express is false, dude.
I almost became a process servant because of that movie.
Oh, yeah.
It seemed like a fun job because like I was smoking weed and I was like I kind of want to be a PI but I don't want to like sit in front of anyone's house all day.
Dude, you kind of had to have the same story. You wanted to be a process server, and then you went into radio.
Yeah.
Went to broadcasting.
Oh,
yeah,
is that how
dude.
that movie goes?
Yeah. He wants to like his dream is to do talk radio.
Oh,
And then at the end, he's got his own show. Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
I need to rewatch Pineapple Express. It's
are we in
been
a
while.
movie?
Is it the
Is
same-
this real life? I'm having
Yeah.
a severe moment.
Art
Just
imitates
following
life.
Seth Rogen's bits, dude.
All right.
All right, now I gotta do comic stuff.
I
that
think
doesn't work
we
out.
better cover up some of James Franco's sexual assaults while we're here.
You had to have, right?
Well, he just doesn't say it. I mean, like, here's the thing: James Franco, all of his weirdness that's been alleged was at his film school, which was
Oh.
basically a warehouse he owned in New York, where they did art films and like they did nude scenes. Like, I'm honestly 100% sure it's his worst nightmare.
I've just seen the photo of him like in a towel, like showing a picture of his body. James Franco. Have you seen that photo?
No,
That's a weird photo.
is Seth Rogen doing that?
No, if James Franco, he like took a picture of himself. I think he's like covering his dick and he's like showing his body. Like he sent that to some girl.
Yeah, screenshots took him down.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, and
He's
then
one
there
of
was
those
that
guys.
texting that 17-year-old girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was
Yep.
what started it, and then like a few weeks later, it was like, well, I went to his film school.
There's always more to the story.
Dude, New York is filthy with these weird private schools. Like fucking you go and it's not an accredited university, but you learn how to like dance or act from someone who's relatively notable. Oh, yeah, the picture.
Oh, God.
Throw it on camera. Fucking
You guys can zoom in if you want to see.
I
That reminds me of Whiplash.
what
One of the
happened?
private music school.
Oh,
The
yeah,
teacher
yeah.
is fucking abusive as shit.
Dude, it's
That's a better one.
He looks so drunk.
you know what? I thought Whiplash. I got that confused with the Ellen Page movie Whip It.
Oh well, J.K. Simmons was in one of her movies. That's probably where you're getting the cross connection.
weird.
Juno.
Oh, you know what's funny? Never saw Juno.
Oh,
I
Wow.
plan to watch it because I like Michael Cera and Ellen Page used to be so hot.
Elliot.
Looks healthy.
Yeah, no, yeah. Ellie Page looks healthy right now.
Don't talk bad about the gentleman.
I won't.
That's what we get canceled for.
Fucking dude, there was there's this dancer locally, and they were like a drag king, which is like a someone born in a lady's body dresses up like a man and dances. And yeah, drag king. So it's just a flip of it.
Yeah, but guys don't dance.
Yeah,
It's like
It's
what
a-
they do in
dude-
the dad shuffle.
dude, it's a total non-starter. They're doing like clubby kind of like hip hop stage dancing kind of, or no, it's actually mostly that, or
Okay.
like weird fist pumpy like to stadium rock stuff, which is weird.
Night at the Roxbury.
No, like to a Fall Out Boy song, like pumping your fist a lot, and like fucking. But there's this one chick started dancing, and I was like, man, it was. I thought it was a drag queen, and I was like, wow, this is like the best looking drag queen I've ever seen. This looks just like a lady. This looks just like a lady, and she's really small. She's got boobs. This is crazy. And then I asked someone after the show, and they were like, "Oh yeah, no, that's such and such." And I'm like, "Wait, the lady?"
That lady.
And they're like, "Well, you get better tips if I was like, they were like, I get better tips if I do drag at this drag bar, female drag at this drag bar, and I'm like,
Weird.
my thought is just
For
like, here's the thing: you're only getting tipped because people think you're a man,
Yeah.
which is fine, I guess. But I'm just like saying, like, as someone who went there to look at men dance as women, I felt gypped.
I didn't
feel
sign
wrong.
up for that.
I came here to get drunk and sing Rocky Horror songs.
This
motherfucker.
boils down to me saying I'm mad they were hot.
Yeah, what the fuck? What's going on, Wiener?
I'm mad about that.
What a terrible slight against you.
There was I don't know, man. I've been ever since summer ended, I've just been noticing so much booty because it's all put away now.
Yeah.
It's that time of season.
This is that time of season.
Spooky booty season.
Time to impregnate a woman because it's winter.
So I think we're at a good stopping point.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, but try to get something pregnant. this season.
Please.
Yeah,
for us.
the moon is in the right phase.
The moon is in the right, dude.
We're all gonna die. It's
Fuck
gonna
these moon phases right
be
now.
90 degrees
I'm
in
on that
September.
kick. It's gonna be all this way until December 20th. I'm telling you.
All right, guys.
R.I.P.
At Piss Magazine, at Stone Fox Detroit, at Dare Holland Trip. Thanks, everybody.
Peace.